Good morning, grasshoppers. How are ya? Today, we're going to talk about our wins for the week. Big ones, little ones, personal ones, business ones. We'll cover every single one of them in today's episode because entrepreneurs get burned out because they don't look back and celebrate what's going on in their lives. Listen, doesn't matter. If you've crossed an ocean this week and you don't look back and say, hey, that was kind of an ocean, it leads to getting up and dreading your job. There's nothing worse than getting up and dreading your job when you work in your own home. You can't escape. So every Friday, we celebrate our wins here on the Bot Signal because it is super important to acknowledge all of the cool stuff that we made happen this week. My name's RJ Redden, if you don't know me, and entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their marketing because most feel like they're shouting into a black hole, or they're just a carbon copy of everybody else, and they have a heck of a time getting traction online. So I create epic engagement experiences that get people to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. And the show is all about engagement. It's all about different tactics, different bots, different texts, different everything that you can use to engage your audience, because it is so important to do that right now more than ever. But today, as I've said, we're celebrating those wins. So if you're watching this, even if you're watching on the replay, because you know I don't care, I'll get back to you. Throw your wins in the comments for me. Give me that so that we can celebrate what it is that you've got going on. So it's been a wild ride here on the Bot Signal this week. It's been a wild ride in a lot of ways, and it's been just super fun and super ridiculous. And there's a lot of wins. Plus, got a couple of personal ones to throw in there as well. So let me start with this. My cameras are back. My cameras, my Ecamm Live, my little wins, my little things that I put up here to celebrate. I'm loving it all. We're going to give that a great big win right now because, my friends, it's a big deal. It's a big deal to have my stuff working again. I missed it. Let me tell you what happened. Last week, I was doing my live event, and all of the cameras that I don't even know what happened. It freaked me out so badly. I don't know what happened, but I would just be in the middle of something. I'd be talking and boom, everything would just freeze and I couldn't get out of it. So what I did was I popped the slides up instead. I would try several different things. I would make some different stuff happen, but I just could not make what I needed to happen. So here's what I did. I took all the cameras that I have. I just stripped it down basically to the laptop camera, which surprisingly, for the money that I paid for this computer, it's not all that great, people. I stripped it down to that camera. I stripped it down to just this sound input and did the rest of the day. In fact, I left it off for a long time because I wanted to troubleshoot what was going on. So it's taken me till today to kind of figure stuff out and, and make stuff happen once again. So that one is a yes. That one's a yes, darlings, because I'm so much more comfortable now. I've got my stuff around me. I've got my buttons I can push. So that's a win for me. It may not be a win for anybody else, but sure is for me. Now, throw your wins in the comments for me. Do not be shy. It does not pay to be shy on the Bot Signal. I'll tell you that. So another win this week, I'll throw a personal one in there. Last week, during the live event, and then the next one that I went to on Friday, we were having a new floor laid. Yep. Right outside my door. Yep. It was a heck of a time, people. It was a heck of a thing. And so it was a little hairy. My wife took off a couple of days from work so that she could come, and our dog's a little excitable. I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but he's a little excitable. And so we had him hanging out with us. And yeah, we managed. But this week we got to enjoy a new floor. Let me tell you, I think carpet sucks, kinda. I'm not sure what the appeal is. I really like that the other stuff that you can put down. So, and that's what we got. So kudos to us. That was a lot of headache, a lot of moving around, a lot of different things, but it got done and it looks beautiful and my wife loves it. And I got to pick out the color. It was great. So that's another personal one. Let's see. Other business wins. Well, some of you know I spend a lot of time with the software. I spend a lot of time investigating different things that we can do for the clients and for my students who take my class. What can I illustrate for people? What can I do for people to make their process easier, to make their outcomes better? I do this a lot. I want to keep it fresh. However, I probably spend way too much time doing that. I probably spend way too much time investigating, and not enough time implementing those actual things in my daily routine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really called to my attention this week or was it late last week or this week? I don't know. We didn't have a Friday Wins last week, so I'm celebrating 2 weeks worth. Anyway, came to my attention, and this week I got to focus on putting some of my ideas into action. There's sometimes I grab software and I don't use it for a couple of months because I know that they're making some changes and all of that. And I want to just go ahead and skip to the end where the changes are already there. So I'll wait for a little bit. But yesterday was a big win, everybody. Yesterday was freaking awesome because I got to talk to a client and we talked about doing some of the, we were talking about engaging. There's a course going on. There's kind of a live course where it's, sort of dripped out week by week and class meetings and all of that. And we talked about how we're going to engage that audience the best. The cool thing was earlier in the day, we had a class meeting because I'm in the class. And we had a class meeting and everybody talked about what their biggest potential issue was with the class. What's your biggest worry? And almost everybody said implementation of the different ideas. And I was like, all right. So later on in the day, when I was talking with my client about what we were going to do, I focused that solution around implementation. And voila, it's one of the tools that I grabbed on Black Friday that I'm planning to use for myself, that we got to play around with and look at that idea and how would that work. Man, that was a celebration. That let's make that dream that I had how many months ago a reality. I was really extensively proud and happy to show him that and to have him react the way that he did. My clients are the best clients. Listen, I put a cap on how many I can handle at a time. because of the service that I want to give them. That's just the way that it is. I can't have 50. It's not going to work for anyone. I put a cap on the ones that I can have because I want to serve in the very best way that I can. And I just, yesterday was so fabulous, you guys. I keep saying you guys, ladies, gentlemen, and any coordinate in between. We had fun yesterday. I got to bring an idea to life yesterday, and that is what turns my crank. That is what makes me want to get up every morning and be passionate about my career, which is, my goal is to get 1 million people to join me in my engagement marketing revolution, because it's time. It's absolutely time. I think I see a win in there. Brenda, hello. Good morning, Brenda. Happy Friday to you too, my friend. I am super glad to see you. It's been a little bit, and thank you for coming by. Brenda, if you've got a win that you experienced this week in your business, if some idea came to fruition, if something happened that you accomplished, whatever it is, toss it in the comments. I will celebrate with you. I think it's very serious. I think entrepreneur burnout is very, very serious. And that is why I have dedicated 1 full day a week to helping entrepreneurs make their, stave off the burnout. As entrepreneurs, we have to figure out an incredible amount of things. Have you noticed this? Laws change all the time. Things change all the time. Our landscape is not static. If you want a static landscape, if you want something that stays stable, go to corporate, honestly. But when you come to entrepreneurship, it's changing all the time, everybody. It's just filled with all of these different things. It can be magical some days, and some days it's a nightmare. And I know because I've been through it for a lot of years. So today on Fridays, we choose to acknowledge the magic. Let's acknowledge all of the cool stuff that's happened this week. So toss it in the comments, people. If you're hanging out, throw me something. Toss me a bone there. I see someone else is. I missed you, my friend. I wrote 2 articles that are going to be published in 2 different magazines. And last week I did my first video interview. Darling. That right there, that deserves a Kate. That's awesome. Let's make the balls drop, Brenda. Let's just make the balls drop for you, because wow, first video interview, that is intense. If you've got a link for these things, I want you to drop it in the comments so that everybody can see. And I joined CH. That's not my fault, is it? It can get extremely addictive, my friend. Absolutely. I get it. I have been there. I have to put boundaries on when I will do that. You joined Clubhouse. Amazing. For those of you who don't know, and I've did a show on this a couple weeks back, Clubhouse. Whoa! It is the newest, hottest platform out there. And I wouldn't classify it as a social media platform. I wouldn't. Just because it is much more about meeting and connecting with actual human beings than it is about seeing how great everybody's doing. You ever scroll through some of these status-based social media websites and go, my life ain't like this? It's kind of depressing, actually. And we're not meeting the real stuff. We're engaging with, we're reading anyway, posts by people who want to look their best. And Clubhouse is a place where people connect, meet, engage with each other, and have a wonderful time. But yeah, it can be extremely, extremely addictive. I have suffered through this one time. It was a platform called Blab, and I wasn't doing very much business at the time, so it was so easy to hang out all day, baby. And always a good thing, to develop your expertise with people and do that kind of stuff. I totally encourage it. But yeah, there does for me only, there has to be some boundaries in there, or else I'm not going to get my actual work done. So anyway, very good. Yes, Clubhouse can be extremely addictive. For those of you who don't know, didn't catch the show a couple of weeks ago, it's a platform. It's audio only. It doesn't record or save anything. But it is a way that you can kind of pop into what they call a room. A room is somewhere, it's a place where they have people that are the speakers and the people that are the audience. You can raise your hand if it's one of those rooms where they'll let you come up on stage. You can absolutely raise your hand and pop up there on the stage and give your 2 cents. Pretty incredible stuff. It's an introvert's dream. If you're within the sound of my voice and you don't want to be on video, Clubhouse is your deal. It's your jam. Okay. Now, right now, it's iPhone only, invite only. So get ready, though, because it's going to descend upon the universe. And when it does, it's going to be pretty cool stuff. All right, my friends. I'll post the link shortly. Oh, yeah. Post those links so that we can celebrate you, follow you, do whatever is necessary. Liesl, I stay away from Clubhouse. Yeah, I get it. It can be addictive. For me, this whole last week, I have stayed away a bit, just because I had my live event last week. There were a lot of phone calls for me to be on this week and a lot of stuff to do. So I have been self-isolating from Clubhouse because of my time problems. But I'm going to be getting on this weekend and doing some cool stuff. And Lisa loves video. You know what? Celebration for love and video, because baby, I do too. And video is absolutely where it's at for me. I like Clubhouse. I like the audio only because it challenges me. For me, I've got video down. I'm good. I could pretty much do anything on video and be cool with it. Pretty much. Anyway, I'm in. I'll talk on a video all day. You call me, you say, somebody canceled for my show. Do you want to, pop in? Yeah, I'll do your show. Used to do that with my Canada friend all the time. So video, I got it. I don't even have to prep, baby. It's just all me. But audio, keeping people entertained and engaged just using your voice, that's different. That's different altogether. So different is exciting. You're RJ. And so I do spend quite a bit of time thinking about that challenge and navigating around it. So Clubhouse, very exciting for a number of reasons for me. Brenda will be watching for me on Clubhouse. That means that I have to actually get on, doesn't it? All right. All right. Well, by the way, thanks for the fantastic engagement marketing day we had the other day. You are part of what made that fantastic. And so I just want to say that as we're going through, thank you for attending. I love those live events. I absolutely do. They are getting more fun as we go. And I'm ready, you guys. I'm ready for the next stage. Here's the deal. Sometimes in entrepreneurship, we think about the next stage, we want to go to the next stage. We are, we're sort of already in our heads. Welcome, Ranger. And we kind of get in that space, but we don't really prepare for the next stage. Okay? So let me give you an example because I'm not sure that was super clear. What if 1,000 people hit upon your website today and those 1,000 people wanted to get a hold of you? I know it's a hypothetical question. Okay. What if they wanted to get a hold of you? What would they find? What buttons would they push? Where would they go? To me, I develop what I call little systems to help that flow of traffic find what they need quickly, easily, and find something that's of value to them. Not just, here's my next thing, show up at my next thing. Whatever, What I want to do, instead of that, what I want to do is different. I want to lead them to something that they're going to consider valuable. So, and he's just having a little cough there, everybody. If you heard that, he's fine. Anyway, what if what if a ton of people wanted to sign up right now to be a podcast guest for you? What if you build those systems right now, then they'll be ready for when that deluge hits. It's different. It's different altogether than just imagining the next stage, which we can do over and over and over again. We can do that if we want to, however. Dreams are great, but we've got to put that stuff into action. Where would people go today if they happened upon your website, if you have one, if they happened upon your landing page, if they happened upon your bot? Where would they go? Are they having a good journey? What's up? And can you build a little bit of a system in there to make that happen, to make that easier for people, to make the flow easy? That stuff's outstanding. When you can make the flow easy for people. We normally on the Bot Signal here, we will do a show. We'll do an interview show. We'll do once a week. At this point, it's once a week. And it's on Thursdays. So I asked one of my team members, Tom, who's amazing, I asked him to make a sign-up process for that. Where I had a bunch of things, like I know what I want to ask people to have to me ahead of time. I know what I need in order to make, all of the stuff that I need to make on my end to help them have an awesome experience. And so it was done. It took a little while for us to kind of make our way through that, but it's done and it's beautiful. And I am so excited. I had, somebody for the first time signed up on it yesterday. Usually it was like this. Okay. Which Thursday do you have? Oh, I'll look through my calendar. Boop, 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 boop. I have this Thursday in particular. You want that Thursday? Okay, great. And then I've got to remember to the week before, ask them for a headshot and a bio, just in case I need it. I always need the headshot. Sometimes I need the bio. And then, and then I've got to remember, the day before, to remind them that we're going on the next day, all of that kind of stuff. Well, now it's just already automatic. I could have guests every single day of the week. I won't. I won't do that. I want this show to be, I want this show to be centered on engagement marketing, obviously. And I'm very choosy about my guests, by the way. So, that's what I want to do. That's what I'm gonna do. But building a little system like that took the weight off of me. Took the weight off the person I'm interviewing, took the weight off everybody. Frictionless systems. Did I hear that yesterday? I might have heard that yesterday. I think I heard it from somebody else and I need to change the name for myself. Anyway. So that's where we are today here on the Bot Signal. So much is going on. Let me read some cool stuff. Lee, hello, Android. I'm getting tired of hearing about CH. Oh, I know. So sorry, my friend. I think that they are working very, very hard on expanding it. Lisa, I love podcasts. Just listening is enough for me. And it enables me to do other things besides sit at this desk. I love podcasts too. Very good. Thanks for your live day. It was terrific. Hey, you guys are so cool. Thank you. That's wonderful. You are ready. Yes, get ready. You know, it's more than just thinking about the next stage. It's also, you know what? Let's get ready. Let's pretend we're there already and we need to get something set up. And to me, that's communication systems. That's systems that drive people into a conversation with me. Brenda, RJ, where do I find the lists or invites for your live events? Oh, you're in luck, Brenda, because the live event, it's right here up in the comments on the live stream here, wherever you're watching from. I see you're watching from Facebook. Next one is March 11th. I'm having the full day event every other month right now. But we are considering making it every month because it's fantastic and we want to spread it all over the world. So depending on how many signups we get, we may make that every month soon. But right now it's an every other month full day event. I may also just add, in between times, just like a webinar or something, but we'll see. We'll see what people want. So let me know what you want and I'll make it happen. Do you have your regular camera today? I do not. I have my special camera today. Woo! So this is a camera I've had for a long time. And yeah, I got my regular, but I got my super cool, some that I've had for years, but never actually, I didn't realize that it worked better than my onboard computer that I had in my MacBook Pro. So here we are. With it's a Logitech C922. So one of the more popular ones for live streaming. Nether News Raid! Princess Pow Pow! Welcome, my friend. Hey, Princess, if you've had a win this week, pop it in the comments for me, okay? Personal, business, big, small, I don't care, as long as it can be put on the internet safely. Please let us know. Hey, Nope 98. I love that icon. It's beautiful, darling. Liesel, I'm spreading the word about you in Sweden. Thank you. Thank you. I think that is marvelous, and I am absolutely okay to be spread the word about. So fantastic. Today, if you've never been to this show before, today is Friday. On Fridays, we do Friday wins. Give me your wins for this week. Doesn't even have to be this week. We got no rules here. I've been doing my wins from the last 2 weeks. I'm going to say a win for me. I've never, ever had a raid before. I've never had a raid. If you don't know what a raid is, everybody on Twitch, folks will pop in on you and see what you're doing, usually brought by a friend of theirs, someone that they follow. Nether News, we celebrate you. You are fabulous, my friend. Thank you for bringing some folks along. This show is generally about engagement marketing and entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are the backbone of where I live here in the US. It is 70% of business that is done in the US is done with small businesses. Entrepreneurs, I don't like to say small business because I don't like to think small. But if you've got a business that you are interested in starting or have already started and you need some marketing go-tos, come visit here. I'm on every day, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's Chicago time. I'm really in Omaha though, less cool. And this is what we talk about: engagement marketing and new forums, new features, new stuff that's out there, and creating conversation and connection with your pre-clients instead of just shouting at them over email and hoping someday they might return to you, because that's old. Anyway, very good. Let's see, catching up on the comments. Okay, very good. Gosh, another win that I've had this week is just, a lot of people in January, don't know if you've noticed this, but a lot of people in January start to clean out, their lists, their stuff. January is the big clean out. And I've had a few clients this week. I've had last couple of 3 weeks, I think. Always happens in January. I have clients leave. And this year, I'm going to say that this is a win. This year, I am not taking it incredibly personally. It's just January and people want to change up their stuff. And I've got so many new people that I'm meeting all the time that I'm not up at night worrying about my business. I am not taking it personally and going, oh my God, what am I personally doing to drive people away? It must be me. It must be the choices that I make. Oh my gosh, did I say this instead of this? Was that it? This year, it's time to calm down. It's time to calm down and rev up the engines. Rev up the engines, make room for more exciting, wonderful people. This year, I have secret weapons. Let's celebrate that for a second. Let's celebrate having secret weapons for new clients coming in. I've got so much more to offer this year than I had last year that it's incredible and amazing. I've got my new class opening on Monday. I'm also thinking about offering little mini courses that people can take kind of a la carte, which is going to make me super happy. I've also got VIP days that I offer people. If you want me to sit and, me and the team to sit, look at your business and evaluate, we got it open for you. We will fix that leaky bucket. We will, because we've done it with many, and we can't wait to start with more. So I'm so excited about 2021. It's the dawning of a new day, my friends. I know it's been a long time, hasn't it? About this time last year, we were first hearing about COVID. About this time last year, it was like, what's going to happen with all of this turmoil in the United States, which only got worse for quite a while. About this time last year, a whole lot of stuff was happening. But this year, this is it, babies. This is the year. Do you know when people draw a bow, like one that they shoot arrows with, there's all this tension on this string. And for me, it's like a lot of arrows never got to let loose last year. There were a lot of things that we were prevented from doing just because of situations. Hey, it is what it is. No crying over spilled milk over here, but there's an awful lot of tension on that bow. And this year, the arrows get to fly. The arrows get to fly. I get to do a ton of things that I never would have thought of before. I get to participate with a whole group of people that I never had dug into before. And this is it. This is the year we make it happen. because this is the year that some of the outside circumstances will get better. I don't know how long it'll be. Mama don't have a crystal ball, but this is the year when it gets better. It gets better for all of us, because whatever I have, whatever I gain, I will share with you right here on this channel. Let me grab the comments here. My aquatic fitness season started this week offline, and it is great to be back on the pool side and in the pool again. Celebrate, 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 because my friend, I know how important that is to you. I know how important that is, not just personally, but business wise. I am so proud of you that you got that done. That is amazing stuff. And I'm so glad that you made that happen. Lee wins. I started posting again and have done a couple short lives, building the habit muscle. Hey, love those habits. I'll tell you, there is a guy out there, and his name is BJ Fogg with 2 G's. He's on the faculty over there at Stanford. He has a book called Tiny Habits that is so cool, and it teaches you how to make good habits happen. Listen, that's one of the cornerstones of building a productive business, is making great habits happen. And it's easy to do once you know the basics of how it's actually done. It is not done in resolution form. I know, surprise, surprise. Not done in resolution form. It's done a little bit differently. And that guy knows how to do it. You guys, if you want to get connected with his email list and stuff, just let me know. I've got something to send you that's really super cool, and it will show you how in 5 minutes. We'll show you how to build habits that last. So I could not be more proud of you, Lee, with building those habits and getting on and doing those lives. That's amazing. And so are you. Liesel, my membership program starts 1 February. So next Friday, I will celebrate more. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to celebrate your preparation. We celebrate your preparation. Whatever you've had to do to get that thing to start 1 February, I celebrate that, because the prep that you do now is going to put a smile on your client's face later. And that's exciting to me. That is exciting to me. Very good. Very good. Brenda would love BJ Fogg's info. Yeah, I got an email. I've been on his email list for years. You can take a free email course with him. That's like a 30-day course that will help you do habits. And he's got books. He's got a ton of things. He's the habit guy. He's one of the guys. And I just happen to love his work. So I'll send you that a little bit later, Brenda. I believe I have your address. And yeah, well, we've done it. I'm late for my next meeting. Yes. Not that my person that's waiting is going to be super happy about that, but I'm going to, I wanted to take the time. People are here. I love you. Hey, throw some stuff in the comments for me. Wins, of course, but throw some things you want to see on this show in the comments for me. Do that. This is audience driven. I talk about things that I know you're going to want to hear, but I also talk about things that you've requested to hear. Anything about engagement marketing, chat bots, text marketing, videos, interactive stuff, quizzes. Toss it in the comments. I'll talk about it, babies, because I absolutely adore you, my audience. I think that you are amazing. You've done some amazing work this week, and that ain't no joke. It ain't no joke when you accomplish these things, my friends, because it's leading all to something more for all of us. And that's what I know. I know that you're amazing. And that's it for me this week. Come back on Monday, 10 a.m. Central. I will see you in a bot. Wrong one.